truth with every word, it's all truth bird. You don't need a halo to know where to go. Unite in the fight and it's the best for sure. If you don't believe me, watch this video. It's truth with every word, it's all truth bird. You don't need a halo to know where to go. Unite in the fight and it's the best for sure. If you don't believe me, watch this video. It's truth with every word, it's all truth bird. You don't need a halo to know where to go. Unite in the fight and it's the best for sure. If you don't believe me, watch this video. It's truth with every word, it's all truth bird.
Hello and welcome back to Old Truthford, the home of honestly biased sports content. How are we doing, folks? Tonight we will be covering Amad's comments regarding Ruben Amorim's dismissal from Manchester United, an update on the Carrick v Ole head coach, interim head coach race, an update on Marcus Rashford, and a bit of a blow when it comes to Yandy Amande, who we have been linked to quite a lot over the past few weeks. So let's get to it. Here we go. So starting off with Manchester United have already held direct meetings with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Michael Carrick, and their camps next week. United will announce the interim manager. So I'm expecting they're probably going to announce if it's going to be Carrick or Ole around Monday, probably Monday night latest. I think they'll need either a bounce after the defeat to Brighton in the FA Cup tomorrow, or they'll need just a bit of a lift anyway, even if we do win, to bring back some confidence that they actually know what the F they're doing. So let's see. Barcelona already informed Marcus Rashford and his camp about desire to keep him beyond this season. No guarantee yet on €30 million buy option to be activated. Final decision later, plus based on financial situation. But Barca are very happy with Rashi. I mean, wow. Fabrizio Romano calling Rashford a Rashi. Happy birthday to Mason Mount. Big up Mason Mount. I mean, does he have a future at Manchester United now that Ruben Amorim's gone? Probably not, but big up Mason Mount. And this is the clip that I was just talking about when it comes to Yandy Amande, guys. So Yandy Amande said, I want to play at Anfield. I want to play for Liverpool. I'm a big Liverpool fan. My father's dream is to see me play for Liverpool. So, I mean, he said Anfield, Liverpool, Liverpool, Liverpool. He said Liverpool 3 times in the space of a couple sentences. So, it's not looking good for Yandy Amande wanting to come to United. Not only would he be expensive, but the player also seems to be obsessed with Liverpool. So I don't see that happening in the future. Yep. Even though he was posting some provocative pictures with Amad about a week ago, he's now saying that he's desperate to play for Liverpool, I guess. So yeah, Diamande in the bin. And this is why we've labelled this video tonight, this live stream. What have we labelled this live stream? Amad sad over Amorim exit. So these are the words, direct words of Amad in an interview while he's obviously away at AFCON. So Amad on the sacking of Ruben Amorim. It was a tough topic. I was a bit sad because he's the coach who gave me more visibility and more opportunities to play for Manchester United. I was very sad. I even sent him a message to thank him for everything he did for me, both in my life and especially in my career. I wished him good luck wherever he goes. It was a difficult moment for me, but I'm really focused on Ivory Coast and on this competition. I want to finish well here and try to win this AFCON. We had a very good relationship, almost like a father and son relationship. He understood me, gave me a lot of advice, and let me play freely. It's very unfortunate, but that's life. You have to adapt. That's football. I wish him all the best in life and in his next club. My next focus is Ivory Coast. I have to give everything for the country. So, I mean, that's about as damning as a statement you'll probably hear from any player regarding Amorim. I mean, we've already seen that so many players have made posts regarding Ruben Amorim, thanking him for his time at the club, more so than I think any manager has received when they've been sacked. So you've not got to be a genius to see that Amorim was very well liked and very believed in when it comes to the player side. So, I mean, maybe when Jason Wilcox came to him and said that the players were struggling, Amorim, that is, knew that Jason Wilcox was kind of talking out of his arse, because it seems like all the players were kind of on board with him. So I think to say that they're struggling with the tactics more seems like he was looking for a problem, Jason Wilcox, than anything else. But yeah, big up Amad for actually coming out and saying this, saying that he was very sad by the sacking of Ruben Amorim. I mean, obviously the people at United wouldn't have wanted him to say that, but he was being honest. So big up Amad. Darren Fletcher on the Brighton game tomorrow. I'm excited for the fact that it's at Old Trafford and in the FA Cup. I'll be the proudest man in the world leading the team out at Old Trafford. I'm going to enjoy leading out players that I believe in and trust in. Jason, and yeah, this is another controversial story from today, guys. So Jason Wilcox has likened his role to the manager behind the scenes at United, which prompted Ruben Amorim's outburst that he be referred to as the manager. I mean, it feels like Jason Wilcox is getting a bit too big for his boots right now. And yeah, more on this in just a couple minutes. Juventus are interested in Youssef Mazraoui. Juve's interest for Maz isn't new, as they already explored the possibility of signing him in August. They have now rekindled their interest. I mean, if we were to let Mazraoui go and keep Diallo, I'm sorry, this football club needs to get in the bin. Like, he's literally in a AFCON semi-finals. He's done well all tournament, and now that we're playing 4 at the back, he can play in his natural position as a right back. So if someone suggests that Diallo plays over Mazraoui, I'm losing it. Gary Neville spoke about who his pick as United's next permanent head coach should be, and he said the outstanding candidate for me would be Carlo Ancelotti. I mean, Carlo Ancelotti is a decent pick because, I mean, he obviously went to Everton and showed that he could do a decent job at a side who didn't necessarily have the most talented of players. But at the same time, I think we need like a heavy rebuild. So is Ancelotti that guy? Is he that guy to not call out the owners? Maybe he's not. I mean, he's obviously managed Real Madrid for so many years that maybe he's just grown accustomed to not calling out any management. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like United would know that he's only a temporary option, so he would be a temporary option, but it would kind of guarantee success, maybe. I mean, Carlo Ancelotti is one of the most successful managers behind Sir Alex, Pep, Mourinho. I mean, Ancelotti's up there. Also, look at this. We've got Bruno literally telling Dorgu where to run. Dorgu literally... I mean, Fernandez literally just playing FIFA on his Xbox right now with the team, telling them exactly where to run. He was doing the same with Šeško, so it's good to see that Bruno Fernandes is obviously thriving in his new role, his new old role, if that makes sense. So Ruben Amorim effectively publicised the damning feedback at his final press conference as United head coach. A well-placed source said the meeting was horrendous and that Wilcox was out of order. United sources said Wilcox was Amorim's boss and well within his rights to provide feedback. Are we ever going to know what feedback this is? I don't know. I don't know if we are, but I think... I have a sneaky suspicion that Ruben Amorim doesn't seem like the type of guy to just blow up over nothing. So I think Wilcox may be close to leaving Manchester United as well, if we're being honest. Manchester United are hoping to have clarity on who will lead the team for the rest of the season early next week. Van Nistelrooy remains in contention, although sources close to the Dutchman have said he believes he's lower down the list of options. According to sources, one of the issues around potentially appointing Solskjaer until the end of the season is the makeup of his backroom staff. Okay, I don't know what that could possibly mean, to be honest. I don't know who... Is it because Solskjaer has no backroom staff? Is that why? Is that why? Or do they just not like somebody in his backroom staff? It's an interesting one. Nick, the Dutch Destroyer, in the chat. Hello, boys. Welcome. It must be late for you, man. It must be like 1 a.m, right? Jeez. How you doing, man? There will be no VAR or semi-automated offsides in tomorrow's game against Brighton or in the next round of the Cup, should Man United proceed, the club confirms. Wait, so there will be no VAR semi-automated offsides in tomorrow's game against Brighton or in the next round. Okay, so in this round or the next round, no VAR. Interesting. It's 102. Doing good, man. Doing good. Good to hear. Yeah, good things are coming, mate. Good things are coming. Bit of a late one tonight because I may have had a really long nap. I've just started going back to work after the surgery and everything, so it's just about balancing the shorts, the lives, and the videos. I just need to make sure I've got my time management on point, but it's all good. It's all good indeed. How confident are you feeling for Brighton? Long days, I hear. I mean, in the UK at the moment, it's snowing in different parts of the UK, and yeah, it's very icy out there. Very icy. Have you got any snow over in the Netherlands, Mr. Nick? Jason Wilcox has also likened his role to the manager behind the scenes at Manchester United. Director of Football Wilcox's description of his position at the club infuriated former coach Ruben Amorim. Training ground sources say Wilcox billed himself as like a manager and stressed that Ruben Amorim was the coach. It is unclear whether Wilcox told Amorim this directly in last Friday's infamous meeting when Amorim blew up. Okay, it sounds like Wilcox is trying to take more credit than he's actually due. I mean, I don't know what Wilcox has actually done for us, if I'm being honest with you. Because I know Omar Barada being the CEO, he's obviously head of all like commercial kind of activity and stuff. Christopher Vivell in charge of recruitment. Amorim coaching the first team. What does Wilcox even do? Like, genuinely, what does Wilcox even contribute to other than pissing off our head coach? I actually don't know about tomorrow. It's honestly a 50-50. I think, yeah, it's going to be a hard one. It's going to be a hard one. I think we are going to depend on a lot of individual creativity. Will Mainu play over Ugarte is the question. Yeah, last week and probably tomorrow again. Whole of Netherlands was in lockdown because of snow. Damn. I also sent it in the Horseman. God damn. I mean, is it so snowy that you guys are snowed in? That you can't go to work, that you can't go to the grocery store, you can't get some freshly baked bread from the bakery down the road? It will come down again to Bruno, Mount, and other individuals. It does feel like that, doesn't it? I mean, we played well against Burnley, but if you actually look at... I saw a lot of people comparing like our Wolves result to the Burnley result and saying like, that's Amorim compared to Fletcher. But then when I compared Amorim's team's performance against Burnley against Fletcher's team against Burnley, it was almost identical. I mean, we conceded less XG, which was good, but we also didn't create as much XG. But in terms of the XG differential, it was exactly the same. So for those people who say like, oh yeah, we've improved so much, now Amorim's gone, we're literally performing identically. Identically. No, a mix of rain, then frost at -7, and then snow on top of that. God damn. Icy times. Marcos Senesi plans to leave Bournemouth as a free agent this summer and has already informed the club. United contacted his representatives in December, but their interest has cooled due to managerial changes. Juventus are planning talks, and Barcelona has also shown interest, potentially leaving United behind in the race for Senesi. So this just leads on to another bigger question that we're going to have when it comes to the summer. I mean, now that Ruben Amorim's gone, is it going to slow down our business in the summer transfer window because we don't know what type of players the new manager wants? Or are we just signing players and saying, yep, you've got these, work with them, even though the new manager / head coach may not even want them? Like, it doesn't really make any sense. So everything from road to train tracks was in a layer of ice and then snow on top. Trains couldn't move and driving was dangerous because of no grip. Yeah, man, I've seen loads of videos of just like people pushing cars and stuff like that in the UK because they just get trapped down these hills and they can't get up. It's crazy. They are actually gonna railroad another manager before he comes in. That's the thing. I mean, like, also you've got the World Cup, so that's going to delay transfer business. I feel like we're going to be involved in a few sagas this summer. I'd suspect Elliot Anderson is going to be one of them. AS Roma director Ricky Massara. Manchester United have closed all doors now with a managerial change. It looks highly unlikely to sign Xerxes now. Former Wolves defender Romain Sheikh on the current situation at Manchester United. I think United is very complicated since Ferguson left the club, honestly. There is a lot of pressure inside the club, especially from ex-players, which is not helping the players. I hope they will become better because we have Mazraoui playing for United so I want the best for him. I think everyone wants to see United playing Champions League football because it's a historical club. I mean, never heard of Romain Čech before in my life, but very, very based football opinions there. Good to see. I went Tokyo drifting with summer tyres on. It was amazing. You're insane, mate. You're insane. 110 horsepower, summer tyres and parking. A lot of ice, great tire. You're insane. You're a madman. You're a madman, Nick. Let's pause this. But Manchester United have hit the woodwork 12 times this season, more than any other team in the league. We've really been so unlucky. It's insane because I bet the hierarchy don't add stats like this into their decision making. I mean, what would have happened if those 12 goals actually went in? Or if those 12 shots actually went in? Like, would Ruben Amorim be in a much more secure position at the moment? Probably. Brian Mbuemo with a message to... Okay, that's quite long and it's not going to say too much. But Mbuemo and Amad are both going to be back for the Manchester derby, supposedly, given that they've both been knocked out of AFCON. Without doubt, in difficult times, the players have to step up and take on that challenge even more. Stick your shoulders out. I play for Manchester United. Look at that badge on your chest. Be really proud. You're here for a reason because you're a good player. Stick your chest out in adversity and go and prove people wrong. Deal with all the disappointment and frustration and prove people wrong, says Darren Fletcher. I mean, I'd fight for him. I'd fight for another Scottish manager. It just feels right listening to a Scottish manager representing Manchester United in a press conference. It just does. I'm sorry. I don't know if that's unconscious bias, but it just does. Ruben Amorim spotted back in Portugal. Looks like he's really sad. Looks like he's devastated to be away from the clown show. If those 12 goals went in, we probably had a lot more points and he was chasing for firsts. Yep. But, I mean, Amorim obviously coached them to not hit the target and hit the post instead. Has this clown seen this squad? You're a good player. I mean, he's got to make them believe that they're good players. He's got to hype them up. Otherwise, he's got no chance, does he? He can't be like, oh yeah, all of you guys, realistically, you're not good enough for United anyway, so you may as well just stop now. Just stop. But sacked for chasing top four is still insane. I know. He literally didn't even say anything bad in the press conference. Ugarte Diallo, his own sons. It is weird having a manager who's also your dad. Like, you have to go home to your dad, who's also your manager. Like, that's so weird. Hello, admin. Hello, Mr. Nav. How you doing, man? Hope all's well. I've been hearing that the icy streets of the Netherlands are good for Tokyo drifting. Delo out, Wilcox out, Amorim in. Oh, goodness. Amad and Mbuemo will now both be available for Manchester Derby next weekend following their exits from AFCON. This really is the midnight gang, isn't it? I mean, I can always rely on the Dutchies to be up at like 1 a.m. Goodness me. Commiserations to Amad Diallo on being knocked out of AFCON. Safe flight back to Manchester. We're genuinely so shiz right now, says Nav. Nav, have faith. Have faith. The only way that things can get worse is if we get knocked out of the FA Cup tomorrow. If we get knocked out of the FA Cup tomorrow, then sweet Jesus, we just need to cancel the season. And this is what we've got, people. This is what's coming back. Wiggle those hips. We will, let's be real. We will, admin, we will. That'll be another chance at Europe gone. Oh, God. Guys, come on. Don't be negative. Don't be negative, Nellies. Do you not believe in Fletcher ball? Do you not believe in Bruno in the 10 position? And I don't know, no, Sheshko. Sheshko in hot form right now. He's so hot right now. Who'll be our manager admin? I want Enrique. Oh, it's so hard to predict, isn't it? Because it's like Amorim was a part of that new wave of management, and are they going to go for another young new wave manager? Are they going to go for someone who like can at least guarantee that they'll get some decent results, like an Ancelotti? What I do know is that they've really, the thing that Fabrizio Romano keeps saying is Premier League experience. So that means Ancelotti, that means Tuchel, that means De Zerbi even. What that doesn't mean is Enrique. He obviously doesn't have any Premier League experience. Who's the other one? Nagelsmann. A lot of people keep talking about Nagelsmann, but he doesn't have any Premier League experience. So how tightly are they going to stick to it is the question. Yeah, but Amad and Buemo are not available for tomorrow. Nah, they're not available for tomorrow, unfortunately. Will we Shizer against Burnley admin? I think we were good against Burnley, to be fair. I think in the first like 20 minutes, it didn't look convincing at all. But after that, I think we were really good against Burnley. But I was just telling Nick now, if you look at the stats, so if you look at the XG from the Burnley game under Amorim earlier this season and the Burnley game under Fletcher, like a few days ago, the only difference, because the XG differentials are the exact same, so we created more XG than Burnley in both games and at like a ridiculously similar rate. Like it wasn't massively higher or massively lower. It would have been like 0.2 XG difference between the two sides. But the one difference that was there was that we only conceded 0.25 XG to Burnley. So in a way, it feels like we've given up on the back three that meant that we could create more opportunities, but it also left us more defensively gettable. Whereas now it looks like we're a lot more compact. It looks like defense is on the mind of Fletcher when he sets up his team. And yeah, I think on another day we could have won that game like 4-2, 5-2. I mean, Sheshko had some good chances, 2 off the line clearances, hit the post with Shea Lacey. So I mean, like another day that would have easily been a win. But that's the thing, like just luck does not seem to be going on our side. I don't know if that's a lack of belief from the players or if it is just dumb luck. If he is like 5 times the manager his sons are players, then no, we will lose. Let's be real. Who in their right mind will answer this call? I think they'll all answer this call because, like, at the end of the day, people don't like blame United managers anymore. Like, if you come in for Manchester United and you get sacked, no one blames you anymore. Like, they blame the hierarchy. The whole of the world, whole of the footballing world, the whole of world football blame the hierarchy. They don't blame the managers. They don't do that anymore. If we get Carlo, he'll genuinely have managed every top club in the top 5 leagues. Yeah, that would be pretty funny. Like, you cannot win with United. I saw De Zerbi links too. Enrique and Campos in, Fletcher and Wilcox out. I mean, if we could get Campos for director of football, that'd be good. People don't realise we won't be having Amad and Buemo on the pitch at the same time now. Yeah, I know, this is the thing, because like we were building a squad that had 2 players for every position in the 3-4-3, but now other players are going to be missing out. Unless Amad plays as a left winger, maybe, but yeah, it's not ideal. United now is famous for destroying managers, not getting backing, having a team turn against you, working with spoiled kids, and that's just a problem within the club. But the thing is, with Amorim, it's actually different because it's like we've never had an Amorim situation where the board have been like, yeah, no, we just want to get rid of this guy. I mean, maybe you could argue Van Gaal. They did it with Van Gaal to get rid of him for Jose Mourinho, but yeah, it's mind-blowing, really. It's mind-blowing. Jose always ends up being right. Yep. Not counting on the social media and other stuff around. Yeah. It really is just a poison chalice at this point. Darren Fletcher rules out JJ Gabriel being a part of the squad for tomorrow. His time will come in due course, but for now it's a little bit early, I think, and a lot of people would agree with me. JJ is a fantastic talent and I've enjoyed working with him immensely. There's a lot of noise around him and deservedly so, because he's a really talented kid who works hard and loves his football. Fletcher responds to a reporter giving him credit for Benjamin Šeško's performance against Burnley. First of all, I think he's the one who crosses the line. He's done it himself. The amount of times that Fletcher says the phrase crossing the line, like he said it in his match program, he said it in the press conference, he said it in his pre-match interviews. He keeps saying like the players are the ones who cross the line, which is true. But yeah, I guess it's kind of taken away the credit from him. He's done it himself. I said we showed some videos, but Ben's been working really hard. He's a diligent lad. He trains well. He reviews his games meticulously, so he's been striving for that moment. Fletcher on his comments about the club risking writing off the season after Jose was sacked and they brought in Ole. Good research that. I was young and naive when I said that, wasn't I? That was my feeling at the time. And speaking in context, I was out of the game, not involved on the inside. I think the most important thing for me is that it's not my decision, and ultimately the club needs to do what they think is best. So yeah, interesting one. So I guess in the past when Mourinho was sacked and they brought in Ole, Fletcher must have said in a public interview that they've got to be careful that they're not throwing the season away. And yeah, it's funny that a reporter digged that quote up to say like, oh, okay, would we be throwing the season away if we appoint Ole Gunnar Solskjaer now? Very tricky journalist there, but I think he handled it well. Ole coming or not admin? It's a hard one, you know. I think at the moment, from the reports I've read today, it's leaning towards Carrick, but I still think Ole's going to end up getting it. I still think Ole will. What credit? He took Amorim's system and said, yeah, let's just do that. I mean, I don't know. I think he tweaked it a little bit. Admin, did you see quotes floating around that Wilcox sees himself as a manager, the manager as the coach? Yeah, I saw. We spoke about those just before you came, Nav. So then, like, yeah, basically Wilcox has come out saying that he's basically the manager, and he's the one who's managing Manchester United, which it's an interesting thing for him to say because I know what Christopher Vivell does. I know he obviously is head of recruitment, so he's in charge of providing all the data and information on players. I know what Amorim did. He was coaching the players day to day. I know what Omar Barada does. He was in charge of all the commercial side of things, like the new Carrington and, I don't know, maybe the new stadium, commercial deals, stuff like that, and obviously appointing the new head coach. But I actually could not tell you what Jason Wilcox does. Like, what does Jason Wilcox do other than tell the head coach how to play? So we need to search for a head coach then, just a puppet who says where the players go, or just a fool guy. Yeah, I think fool guy is the most likely option. And finally, this group has a lot of potential. And I think potential is the right word because we're seeing young players developing under immense pressure. Let's see if anything else has come out while we've been live. Don't think so. So yeah, that is everything for today, guys. Admin, who do you want as the permanent manager? Who do I lean towards as the permanent manager? I'm not gonna lie, I'm not like sold on any of them. I'm not sold on any of them. I want Enrique, Nagelsmann, or Honus. Who the hell is Honus? I think if we sign midfielders in the summer, I would like. I think Enrique is the most solid bet, if we're being honest. I think he would be the most solid bet because he's won so much in Barcelona, and he won that with MSN, obviously, and a great Barcelona side with Lionel Messi, but he managed to create history and win a Champions League with PSG. I can't remember us ever having a Spanish manager, so it would be a new kind of thing. I think Enrique has a lot of soul. I think he has a lot of soul as a manager. I mean, he's been through a lot of stuff in his personal life. I feel like he'd be able to resonate with a lot of players over that. And if we were to bring in a player like Elliot Anderson, say, in the summer, I think he would provide the engine to what an Enrique side would need. However, if we mess up the recruitment in the summer, hiring Enrique could blow up very quickly. Could blow up very quickly. I do like Enrique. I do like him. I don't know. I don't know. Stuttgart manager. He will do a good job and get a second term. Nagelsmann. The problem with Nagelsmann is he just. What has he achieved in order to get the Manchester United manager job? Like, what has Nagelsmann ever achieved? Like, what is his biggest achievement, guys? Because I always hear his name. I hear people going for Nagelsmann. Again, he's an outside option. He's a bit hipstery. But, like, what has he done to warrant the Manchester United job? What about Emery? I feel like Emery is built for clubs where the expectation isn't high. And I think when he comes to like big teams, it doesn't suit him. I don't think PSG suited him. I don't think Arsenal suited him. Villarreal suited him because, again, like low expectations. When he signed for Aston Villa, low expectations, and still, like, they're still not really. Like, no Aston Villa fan is ever going to say, oh, Emery's doing a terrible job, like, by getting top four and all of this. So they're going to be happy for a while. I think Emery would come to United if we offered it to him, but I just don't know. I don't know if. I feel like the pressure of the United job would get to Emery. I really think it would. Imagine Bruno and Amorim. Bruno and Enrique. Yep, he would be a machine. Have you seen that the new Chelsea manager is a United fanboy and said it multiple times in interviews? Maybe we'll get the top four after all. I know, Agent Rosenier, hopefully. Yeah, I mean, he's already making like Sir Alex comparisons to him playing like a bunch of youth players in in the squad. I saw something funny as well. Let me show you this, guys. So, look at this. So, in his first game in charge, Rosenier, this is the squad, and they all got pretty much over 7. But who got below a 7? Oh, look at that, Mr. Alejandro Garnacho. His career is going down the drain, mate. I tell you, Garnacho's career is going down the drain. He won the league with Bayern. I mean, what manager hasn't won the league with Bayern at this point? Would you take Company? Nah, I'm not taking a Pep disciple. Xavi, I'm not taking Xavi again. Pep disciple, and also what has he achieved? He's like a watered down Enrique. I think it's between like Ancelotti, Enrique, and who else? Tuchel maybe. Ancelotti, Enrique, and Tuchel. I think those 3 would actually demand some respect. But given how Ineos have actually managed Amorim, are they going to be interested in the job? I don't know. I do not know. Once compared to Ronaldo, now just straight up street trash. Roy Keane wants Howe. Yeah, that was... I can kind of see where he's going with that. I can kind of see where he's going with Howe, but at the same time, because Roy Keane basically wants the United side to work hard, and if you look at Eddie Howe, like, he gets very physical players who just outrun the opponents, work very hard, and yeah, so I can see why Roy Keane would lean towards Howe, but I don't think that's what Man United need. If you want someone who can handle the pressure, then Simeone is the man. Oh, we've been linked to Simeone for years. He's never going to leave Atletico, man. He's never leaving. Tuchel after World Cup? Yeah. I think it's either Tuchel, Enrique, or Ancelotti for me. I think we need guaranteed experience. We don't need, like, a future project or anything like that. We need someone to come in and be like, yeah, I'm the guy. Klopp isn't coming in, mate. Come on. You're having a laugh. But guys, let's leave it there because you guys need to get some sleep, man. 1:30 a.m. on a Saturday night. Go to bed. Go to bed, guys. Show them what it's like at the biggest club in the country. Yeah, I think Klopp would have a mental breakdown as Manchester United manager. I mean, he got a lot of leeway as Liverpool manager. But for those of you who are joining, who are new to the channel, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We do go live every single evening covering the latest transfer news. But admin needs to sleep. So for now, I hope you have a delightful evening, delightful night, delightful afternoon, wherever you are. But for now, Godspeed.